The benefits of leadership development really relate to succession planning. When I talk about succession planning in terms of leadership development, it is really leadership succession. I think the key clearly for our business is to call our organization, our talent, to see who is going to be that next generation of leadership and invest in those people. And one of the ways we invest in people like that is programs like LEAP. And it was something that was very appropriate and needed, not just in my business, but in businesses of my size that don't have formal leadership/management training programs. Because I think that if you address leadership succession, then it makes ownership succession a much easier answer. And so LEAP provides an opportunity for you, a business owner, for me, to look into my business, identify people that I see really being key in the long-term success of our business. You invest in those individuals by putting them in programs such as LEAP. That speaks to leadership succession. And then if you've got a quality leadership team, really how I would exit out of my business becomes a much easier answer.
By using LEAP University, we were able to really focus on something that was project-based, that we did over a period of time, and that we could have periodic check-ins to make sure that we were achieving the goals with people's growth. We picked LEAP because it was an opportunity to do things differently than we had done before. Sort of training programs, offsite programs, and that use a classroom technique and role-playing and practice. LEAP really used projects, right? So we actually had 4 projects going with the leadership team while we were doing this. So those projects were real. People had to make progress on those projects. They had to work on projects. So working in a real-world environment in between the sessions, the learning sessions, makes a huge difference in how people adapt. You know, one of the things I think for any program that you do is you think through it as a leader and you say, well, what are my objectives and what am I going to get out of it? So the reason we chose LEAP was because it was live ammunition, it was over a period of time, there were multiple sessions, but the final factor, frankly, is that you also have to pick based on interviewing and understanding the facilitators and coaches and making sure that you think they're up to the task of handling the team that you have. And so we were impressed with the team and the people who were doing the LEAP program as much as we were impressed with the approach of doing LEAP and having it work with the live ammunition and take place over time.
There's a huge need for what I would call a public offering of leadership development opportunity. So there isn't a person on the planet who doesn't aspire to want higher levels of responsibility or to be in a supervisory role of some kind who couldn't use LEAP. It really does get the candidates to really look at themselves. It's a strong learning of self, which is critical here if you want to be a leader of the future. And anybody with any goals or aspirations to be better for themselves need to do LEAP.
When you're the top leader in a group, it's really good to be able to see your team go through the process and see what they struggle with, to understand what things are impeding their progress, and to see them as they go through the exercises and go through the real life project. And it really helps you be able to coach them much better when you come out the other side.